Harihi Om. A small analysis. In the last chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna, the Lord of Lords, said a verse on the renunciation of Dharma. The verse goes like this: Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam raja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami masucha. So here, leaving all the dharmas, if one takes refuge at his lotus feet, he will give salvation. That means he will definitely give the salvation. So that's what he said. Now here, what is dharma? And what is sarva dharma? Dharma is not religion. So many places we will be seeing this. In police stations or courts, that dharma rakshate rakshitaha. So if we protect dharma, dharma will protect us. So in that way, then what is the dharma that is to be protected by human beings? And in what way the dharma will protect us? And finally, according to the Lord, so how the dharmas must be surrendered? So the three aspects. So dharma means the way of living as ordained by God. So in the creation of God, each and everything has got its own dharma. And it will live according to that dharma only. It has to lead its life like that. For example, we say that sun, it arises and sets. So 24 hours it goes on moving. It's a dharma. In the same way, let us take the flowers, hibiscus or the lotus flowers. They bloom at the very first sight of the sun ray that touches them. It is a dharma. And now here the river, water must flow down. It is the dharma of the water. Trees must blossom. Trees must spread. The trees must give shelter. It must give fruits. So then only the living animals can live, survive. It is a dharma of the trees. In the same way, we take fire. Fire always, once we light the fire, it always goes up. The flame of the fire, it will never go down. Always it will go up. It is a dharma of the fire. So like this, if we say, when we take wind carries the fragrance, anything. The duty of the wind is to carry. It may be chillness or heat or humidity, whatever it is. So carrying is the dharma of the wind. So in the same way, all the animals, other living organisms, they live according to their own dharmas as ordained by God. Now coming to human beings. Human beings, they have a mind with which they think. So always they go on reasoning, logical reasoning, then only they will follow anything. But here, okay, for some reasoning is fine, it is welcomed. But for everything reasoning, there is no meaning. Suppose in childhood they say that you have to respect your elders, your parents, your gurus, your teachers. Then they have to abide by that. Then if they question why, the question of why does not arise. And if it arises, that means there is no meaning in that. So like this, if we say that, and in the same way the children are that way it is a dharma to see their parents. Because parents have brought them up, they took care of them, they reared them. So it is the dharma of the children to look after their parents in the old age. So why should we take care of me? There is no meaning for that. Then it is against the dharma that was ordained by God. In the same way, man has got certain rules and principles with which he must live. So the four, that means the ways in which he must journey throughout his life. So in a way we can say that dharma is a journey throughout one's life, so long as he lives on the earth. So with the legs he must walk, and with the hands he must hold dharma and move forward. So the four goals, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, all these four goals are to be achieved with dharma only. So even at the time of earning money, one must do according to the dharma. So one must not do anything at the cost of others' lives or others' happiness. So if we can give happiness to others. Otherwise, better to keep quiet. So what God said according to the Lord of Lords in the Bhagavad Gita, in the sloka. So men must live according to the dharma. That means according to the rules and regulations that was ordained by Him. So right path, right conduct, right action, right deed, right word, right character. So everything. So all these come under dharma only. So keep dharma and karma are two sides of the same coin. So if we do the karmas according to the dharma, we will trod a good path. If we don't do the karmas according to the dharma and violate them, then we will trod a wrong path. We have to face the consequences. This is the first point. And we all must be aware of that. Now, every action has got equal and opposite reaction. And now here what he is telling is, you are doing the karmas, anticipating the results. So, and he says that not to anticipate the results, because he is the giver of the results according to the destiny or whatever it is, according to the past actions, like that. So what he said is, karmanyeva dhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalheturbu ma te sangoshna karmani. So to do the actions only, karmas only, you got the right, but not to the fruits. So that's what he said. So saying this, what he is telling is, you surrender everything to me. Now what is to be surrendered? Sarva dharman parityajya, surrender. So here what he is telling, you do the karmas on my name. That means he wants us to do the karmas on his name, taking his name, so that we will be unattached to the karmas and to the fruits of the karmas also. So once we become a karma yogi first. When one becomes a karma yogi, he will not only surrender all the karmas, but also the results also, because he is not concerned with the karmas or the results. Both he will surrender to the Lord. When once a person comes to the stage of surrendering everything to the Lord, So then all the dharmas, whatever he journeyed all through his life, at every stage he will be surrendering to the Lord. He will be submitting all these at his lotus feet and take refuge at his feet only. When he feels in his innermost heart that he surrenders everything and everything happens only because of the will of him. That means him means the Lord of Lords. Then he comes to a point that he surrenders not only the karmas and dharmas but also the fruits and his life also. With a thought that he is only an instrument in the hands of gods. He is only performing his duties as was ordained by him. So since he is born, because even man cannot stay even a single minute without performing karmas, then it is adharma only. If one sits without doing anything, it is adharma only. So dharma is very sensitive. This dharma is a very sensitive point. So here, for example, let us take we are doing some puja or worship, we are worshipping the God. But at the same moment we see some danger is approaching. A small child or a child is about to fall down from the steps rolling. A 1 year or 2 years baby. Then what are we to do? Should we perform the puja or worship? Or should we go and rescue the child? It's a big conflict. So from this conflict, when we think that puja is we are doing for our own self, but rescuing the child is totally different. It is a dharma we have to follow. So then we think that doing good for others is greater than thinking of only ourselves. So we come to a positive approach. And also from selfishness to selflessness, our horizon widens. So as our horizon goes on widening, then our thoughts that are bind only to us, they will shrink, they will become narrower and narrower. And then we think that that means whatever we do, we perform, we are doing for God only, because He is the Chaitanya that's existing in all beings. Whether it's non-living or living or cosmic or whatever it is, He is the only one. It is only because of Him that everything is existing. Otherwise nothing would have existed. So with that thought, when we come to that enlightening, then automatically we surrender everything to Him. So here we don't want, so first we learn good, we hear good, so that our approach will be positive and towards goodness, and we will leave all the negative. So from negative we are moving towards the positive. So dharma is a journey from negative to positive. So from positive we are doing good deeds. So again, doing good deeds is a journey throughout the life. So that is also a dharma which we are making it move along with us. Then again we come to the next one. Then now we have left the negative, we come to the positive. From positive we are moving slowly towards goodness. From goodness to better and the best, and then the superb, then the excellent. So whatever it is, so if you come, when man comes to an excellent stage, he will get a lot of fame and name. He will get many awards and rewards. So, but one thing whatever he got, that's all because of his leading the life of a dharma, living his life of a dharma.